Unblocking the grain exports is one of the main tasks of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy stressed in his speech at the Aspen Security Forum. According to him, Ukraine and Turkey are conducting constructive negotiations, and only Russia unreasonably seeks to rule in the Black Sea.
We are looking for a way out. We have addressed the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. I personally spoke with him. I spoke with President Erdogan. Discussing this crisis, we see certain ways out. If we succeed, Erdogan succeeds. If the UN is even stronger, I think we will succeed.
After Russia's withdrawal from the grain deal on July the 17th, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine Dmytro Kuleba held talks with the allies at the UN headquarters in New York. He stated that Russia was disrupting the grain agreement for a number of reasons. In particular, it wants to harm Ukraine and raise food prices. Thus, Moscow will be able to sell more expensive both the Russian grain and grain stolen from Ukraine in the temporarily occupied territories, the head of Ukrainian diplomacy said.
The problem, of course, is what is going to happen if Russia decides to attack a vessel carrying grain. This is the issue that is being considered now in different capitals and here in the headquarters. But what is clear is that things cannot remain as they are. We have to find an alternative. And there are very active discussions now, and including in my many bilateral meetings I'm holding here on how to find the way out.
Dmytro Kuleba also called on the EU member states to actively work together to stop Russia from disrupting Ukrainian maritime exports. He stated this at a meeting of the Council of Ministers of Foreign Affairs of the European Union.
Today, Ukraine has proposed to the UN and Turkey to continue the work of the grain corridor in a trilateral format, including ship inspections at the Joint Coordination Center. This ideal scenario will be a complete end to the Russian naval blockade of Ukrainian ports. This will be possible when Ukraine receives its first F-16 squadrons, which will be able to patrol the skies and sea lanes. Dmytro Kuleba, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, on the website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine.
The threat to global food security is one of the main topics of Dmytro Kuleba's meeting with his colleague from Pakistan, Shahbaz Sharif, in Islamabad. This is the first official visit of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine to Pakistan in the history of bilateral relations. During the negotiations, Dmytro Kuleba stressed that Ukraine was determined to remain a reliable supplier of food to global markets. According to him, Pakistan is ready to join international efforts to restore the Black Sea Grain Initiative.
Thanks to the export of Ukrainian grain through the Black Sea since July 2022, world flour prices have dropped by almost 20%. At the same time, Russia's withdrawal from the grain agreement will lead to a significant increase in food prices, particularly in Asia. Millions of lives around the world have become hostages of the Kremlin's Hunger Games. We must join our efforts to prevent Russia from weaponizing food. Dmytro Kuleba, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, on the website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine.
Last week, the focus of Ukrainian diplomacy was also on the deportation of Ukrainian children to Russia. At the debate of the UN General Assembly, Dmytro Kuleba called on the member states of the organization to jointly demand that Russia immediately provide a list of children who were forcibly taken from Ukraine to the Federation, in particular to provide access to them to representatives of international human rights and monitoring missions. Also, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine called on the UN General Assembly to start developing new international instruments to punish kidnappings and ensure the safe return of civilian hostages. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Христина Домбровська, UATV News.